Once gas opens up, and the Federal Reserve Chair Kevin Warsh comes in and cut interest rates, then all the people, like Erica said, that was distracted, they wasn't even focusing on buying no land. Now the land is shot up because now the financial banks are lending to developers that are gentrifying your locations. That has to stop. Construction just has to pause. Nigga, production is going to keep on ramping up because everything's in war mode. This situation here is just for the United States to cut off 40% of China's oil and try to gain leverage over China due to the fact China has access to 90% of the rare earth minerals. So they took the situation of Venezuela, 350 billion barrels, 150 billion barrels of Iran, plus. Now they're in the global market where they can't be able to mobilize as quickly and swiftly because now they don't have 40% of their damn oil supplies. Military strategy 101. If you can't be able to secure the energy, you can't be able to navigate through the waters or the air. But like I said, man, I'm done talking. Thank you, Erica, for allowing me to talk. And at the end of the day, the order is going to move regardless if motherfuckers consented or not. Because there's shit that people don't even know from the damn naked eye that's going on. They think everything is all hunky-dory. No, it's not. Have a plan. Stop being predictable. Because it's like, damn, y'all say y'all going against the psyop while being the most predictable motherfucker one. They can always suspect the black community say something, I can be meanwhile, and have no plan for their own community. I'm done.
That shit that makes no. That shit sound like another doctrine you talk about. Like I say,
I'm not a doctrine.
Nah, cause you got to talk to say
you're the one that's paying attention on the easy.
I'm telling, bro. Trust me, in a better position. So don't sit here and come with your bullshit. You don't know that. You don't know that. Trust me, bro. Don't talk. Let's not put that on this thing. I swear.
We just close on the part.
Because you just say some bullshit. Thank you. Who you think won in that war? Who you think won in that war? Since y'all want to predict and you don't know America and all of this, bro.
United States Navy.
You're goofy. And there you go. You are goofy.
United States Navy.
Well,
if 43% of the naval force is taken down, if 43% of the naval force is taken down, then you can't project strength without it.
We're not going to let you. Okay, cool. So you said the United States is winning. All right.
United States Navy, correct.
That's what they're telling you, right? Where you getting these numbers from?
U.S. Congress.
Hold on.
You asked me a question, bro.
Because I know you're going to keep going, bro, because that's what you do.
But don't ask me a question and cut me off before I answer.
You said one answer. I said, all right, cool. Thank you. I was just going to say, thank you. I was just going to say, even Palestine is getting footage of what's really going on. They're not even in Israel and they're seeing it. They're that close. Bruh, miss me with the, what you gonna call it, and let's stop. Because they're trying to lie to us. And brothers like this, you're like, oh, ain't nothing going on the whole time. The price is going up. Government is going up. We just, keep it going.
I never said keep it going either. I never said keep it. I never said none of that.
We don't know what we're doing, right? We don't know what we're doing. Let's keep it going.
I never said keep it going.
That's what you said.
What y'all talking about, though? Shit, I'm loving it. We trying to keep it going. And can we keep it going?
That's blue. That's
no, we done got to keep it going.
I mean, you wait, listen. When somebody challenges you, whoever you are, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I mean, either come back with a intelligent rebuttal or just leave the shit alone. It does not matter. We don't know each other, okay? It's okay. Yeah, I gotta move on. We be getting stuck. We can't talk about the goddamn problems we got. I'm telling you, it's a lot of shit that's happening right now, and I just need us to you ain't. Shit going bad, wrong. They don't, even with this goddamn app, they don't open this app up. I don't know who they don't open it up to, but the past few days, this app is different. Okay, I don't know if it's bugs. I don't know what the heck going on, but the only thing it tells me, I haven't seen this app this active since COVID. Okay, so when you come back this way, I'm telling you, I'm paying attention. Y'all around here motherfucking island and ain't paying attention. Y'all over there looking at the odds. I need us to stop this right now. Let's be productive. Because something going on.
Lord.
Say something. That's okay.
Something going on.
Y'all was talking about that project 24. 25, right? And what we really need to be looking at is dark and light is Peter Thielen, right? And the question you need to ask about this app is it's a group of people that gave Clubhouse $200 million, right? So that's how y'all get paid. What you need to be looking into is the strike. That's how you get paid. Look into strike and where they get their money from. Because all of this shit is about Silicon Valley, right? And it's also about Elon Musk and transhumanism. And I know y'all gonna laugh or whatever, but just do a little bit of research on how you gonna be getting paid on this app and who gonna be paying. That's all I wanted to say. I'm not talking too much. I'm moving out of the way. But there's a lot of shit going on right now. I don't think you're paying attention.
Yeah, they open it up. You see the people you're able to communicate with. You can communicate with some of them, but hell, the numbers done drastically risen lately. Why are you opening communications now?
Hello?
What's happening? I don't know. Sometimes we just gotta some shit when it's too easy shit asking questions and everything. Ain't asking questions.
I always ask why. I think why I still have.
I'm not ain't gonna ask why. If these people took a shot and didn't ask why, nobody gonna ask why no shit like this. Like what? You asking way too much for society.
That whole thing with the banking system and shit like that.
Shit.
We talk about that again. I don't know. I can't step away. Because I feel like something is going on. Something is very wrong. Hey guys, what banking system?
Y'all like to I'm sure I believe you're in the Memphis neighborhood.
Okay, nothing about no banking system. It might be the main one talking about finance. My figure said, what do you do is care about money?
Because Sean, now was a good time to have that conversation with Sean in the room.
Yep.
And I'm sure some others that can help navigate through the conversation as well. First, banking, besides things, marketing, whatever. Are you free?
Let's do it.
My bad.
It's a good time. It's a good time for that. What you was bringing up, Sean is in the room, and I'm sure some others can contribute to that. So
Okay, so I'm gonna send you this link, Sean, real quick, because I did find something. It's something about a secret meeting with the CEO of Coinbase. They declare war on the banks, trying to kill crypto. So I'm just trying to figure out if Trump with the crypto shit or he against the crypto. And then you got the other. I was reading earlier about the Ralph Norman. He has said when he was talking about the central bank digital currency, he's against the creation of the CBDC. So it looks like you got two opposing sides within the government when it comes to this financial system.
Yeah, so JP Morgan Chase wants to be the kingpin over it, where when it comes to crypto and when it comes to having your own settlements in-house, you essentially have your own bank, and essentially you can print your own money. And the banks don't like that, the Federal Reserve don't like that. And the situation where we're seeing when it comes to Iran and Venezuela, with the leakage of the financial system. So when it comes to that situation, tokenization, they have to clear up the leakage before they get fully tokenized. When it comes to this back and forth situation, when it comes to Congress, I think a lot of that is theater because they're all pretty much bought by JP Morgan, Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, AKR, the like, essentially the kingpins of the accounting and the banking world. So digital finance tokens, people like Coinbase has their clashes because they want to be the actual bank leader of crypto due to the fact that one, they was the ones that started out a lot of the IPOs back in 2012, 2013, 2014. That's how you guys saw Nas cash out that $100 million check. He was one of the earliest investors of Coinbase. He and Kevin Durant were both the aspect of the first people to invest in Coinbase. You have XRP. They have it where, we're going to be the replacement of SWIFT system. We can be able to make settlements a lot quicker within seconds instead of days. And they could be able to be more leverageable on connecting with both sides of Congress and the federal administration that's in office now. So XRP is competing with Coinbase to get that type of position. So when it comes to a lot of the situation we're seeing now, if they tokenize 500 million barrels of oil, that right there is literally $30 to $40 trillion. That can clear off a lot of the debt for a lot of countries, not just the United States. Most countries can clear off their debt if they tokenize their assets. No different if we're talking about Europe or Africa when it comes to their rare earth minerals. So when it comes from that standpoint, Coinbase is going to have a tall task going, and I think Coinbase is going to be sat down. And I think Brad Garlinghouse from XRP is going to be the number one kingpin when it comes to this. So when it comes from that, that's what I got on it. So I've been looking at it very clearly. The Clarity Act will get
old money or new money?
Clarity.
No kingpin, old money.
Clear. Huh?
Is those kingpins old money?
Of course, the kingpin is old money. You can't be a kingpin if you're a little nigga. A little nigga that just came in the scene. Stop it. You just got here. They've been here. But yeah, that's what I got on it. Flawless in Erica. We can move some of these microphones around.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, y'all can move it around.
Did you hear what I said, Flawless, or was I?
Everything you said, that's why I think it all goes hand in hand with what's going on over there with our banking system. Everything go hand in hand right now. So I'm just trying to piece it all together.
Yeah. Oil, rare earth minerals, manufacturing, from your single family house to my small cities, all that needs to be tokenized.
Okay, so why are people? And I know I'm just asking because some people don't know about it. Why should you tokenize your assets?
Well, that means you can clear off your debt and you can lend a lot quicker without dealing with the gripes of banking. How people say that they have been systemically locked out of banking, even though they have assets, that's just the new scenario. And Toto, that's why having an SEC attorney on board, and having people that work in finance and banking that kind of give you the ropes, and you can attach your shit. And especially when you're talking about having trust entities, holding companies, instead of using everything on your personal, you'll be ahead of the curve. Everybody else will be late. They'll be trying to tokenize.
So what trust entities have you established? Do you have a portfolio of trust entities?
Yes. So it is an asset protection trust in Nevada. That's for my single. So I have an attorney. I don't do this directly myself. I always recommend everybody. And this is not financial advice, but no search to me. An attorney and someone like Rambo that has credentials. So when it comes to that situation, I've done it myself in Nevada. So I'm not no sovereign citizen nigga Rambo. I'm not motherfuckers that talk about strong issues. No.
I gotta be honest with you. I just got up on Nevada. As you know, I run businesses, so I ain't gonna put on my resume, but a new entity that I was contemplating establishing it in Nevada because of the ease in which and how they set up in the bottom. I ain't gonna get into all the details, but
Corporate
I'm still contemplating it. I just want to ask.
Well, people like it better in Delaware. Delaware.
Yeah, no, Delaware is played. Like that was back in the days everybody was rocking with Delaware. Really, I'm not saying it's played, but I mean everybody. That's like one-on-one since back in the days. I think most entrepreneurs know about. We just get up on the bottom.
And with Nevada, you have charge order protection when it comes to any creditors that come knocking at your doors. That's something.
Wait, what's that? Wait. What's that provision again? Can you repeat that?
Question when you do.
It's very vital when it comes to your corporate veil. So people use asset protection, trust, and have a Nevada healthy company as well. So that's where everything is doing, at least when it comes to how you have it, where people can't easily seize your LLC property or your trust property, meaning that they can't run the company, meaning that they can't force the business to sell assets, can't demand distributions. They just sit there waiting for money that may never come.
She took some equity out of it. I think she took about $124,000 out of it. And so now where it's at with the interest is it's basically, the loan, what she owes back to them is more than what the property's worth because it's valued at about $250,000 out in Plumas County, California. But because of the fucking the loan and the interest, it's about in order basically the bank wants about like I say $350,000. So I'm at the court. I'm filing executive order, all this shit. I'm thinking maybe bankruptcy to try to take her debt on and then bankrupt myself, to where I can, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends on what. It depends on your chapter laws. If you have a lender that's willing to negotiate, you don't have to. Debt is that cash liquidity because Chapter 7 is the liquidation part. Liquidation where you're selling off your shit. Chapter 11 is the business reorganization. Then Chapter 13 is the wage earner plan, where you're creating a 3 to 5 year repayment plan, and you're keeping your property remaining eligible. Debt may be discharged later. So Chapter 13 is a scenario where 50 Cent situation. He had a scenario before power came involved. He owed $5 million, but he literally structured a 5-year payment plan where once power came in and we started seeing Tommy and started seeing all the characters that people like and know and see on the internet, that's when he was able to use that proceeds to pay off the rental debt and to keep all his original assets retained in his custody. Chapter 13 is the wage earner plan. So only that means that you're creating a 3 to 5 year payment plan.
So I don't go to the courts for that. I go to the bank.
Bankruptcy to courts. If you're going to restructure your debt, go directly to your lender.
To the lender. Because mind you, it's her. It's not on my name. It's on her name. So she's deceased.
And Chapter 13 helps you when it comes to stop foreclosure and catch up on mortgage payments and pay any tax debt gradually. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, this is not financial advice. Please go for the attorney.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it was just a quick question about XRP. But I'm gonna let you finish your question because it's dealing with some stuff. This is something I'm just inquiring about.
Things that you sent me for the grants, which one would be the better one for me to actually go for?
So the Amber grants, I-Fund Women grants, those 2 grants will give around 5 to start up. If you already have like a business plan, some revenue, something that's actually going, can range around 20 to 30. So they provide micro grants and also working capital funding as well. So that's I-Fund Women and Amber grants for women. And make sure that make sure that your company is registered, minority, woman-owned, disadvantaged. If you're a veteran, go for it. If you know a veteran that's a woman, that's a minority, also tap her in as well.
Okay, petitions in. It's just instruments.
So,
I put the credit cards in first.
my question was this right here, sir.
Yes, sir.
I was in crypto real heavy during the COVID. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, I had Ethereum and all that shit. But I had to live, so I sold that shit. But my question is this XRP. There was a time you couldn't buy XRP anywhere. You could get it on Binance or something like that. And then it go through courts and courts and courts. Well, why all of a sudden they open it up in America and everybody's talking about XRP? What is it about? I'm thinking about getting into it. Because I see that's the future.
Well, why it opened up again, that's because they lobbied to politicians on both sides of the political spectrum. And they also have board members that's part of the Trump administration as well. So that means that they have direct access to the White House. They have the ability to actually figure out, okay, what do you want us to do? And how can we accommodate it? And they'll work XRP as a liquidity bridge. So tokenized assets often need to move between currencies and markets. XRP's role is to act as a bridge asset. So if you have tokenized U.S. Treasury bonds being converted to XRP, and XRP being converted to tokenized Euro bond, that means that they can switch from U.S. currency to XRP to the Euro currency. So they can move quickly.
Okay.
It's like a speedboat where they can
It's a jump off, a quick jump. Yeah.
A jump off.
Not so far.
It's a quick jump off. Okay, I see what you're saying. And see, this is the reason why I didn't have a damn stock account, because I was so much into crypto. And I was like, crypto was it was good to me. It was good to me. But when I needed it, I cashed it in. Now I'm looking at the stocks, but I'm also looking at crypto too, and I'm like, I need both.
Well, at least you paid attention, brother. At least you paid attention. Like I said, when the new Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh comes in, quantitative easing is officially back. That means more liquidity in the system, more cocaine in the system. They'll melt this motherfucker up before they let it melt down.
And I thought it was kind of funny that the president of Coinbase ended up going into the cabinet with Trump. And people don't even realize that. I said, this happened a while back. I said, wait a minute. Why is he ended up being in the cabinet?
Well,
You know everything about Coinbase.
Well, that's why everything digital that you're seeing is literally floating around. Because the more digital that they can accelerate things, where they can tokenize assets, they can move, put the oil on XRP, put all the rare earths on XRP.
And move it and flip it quick.
And flip it quick, where you can do bonds, T-bills. So that's why I said when it comes to
So that's why I'm like, XRP don't end up being the next Ethereum or something like that.
Well, XRP is going to be used as the new settlement. The new settlement for tokenized assets.
Digital gold. It would be Bitcoin, but I say XRP.
There's Western Union.
Union consolidated themselves with Savannah. And a lot of these banks is trying to get their own coins. They don't want to merge.
Well, Solana is definitely important as well. Like Solana, anything that's digital finance, DeFi, anything that's involved with FIPS systems when it comes to
Would it be Chainlink and Polygon also?
Well, anything that's an ISO 222 token. So that's ISO 222 tokens. So if they fall in that aspect like HBAR, Power Ledger, and all that other shit, yes. So, like I said, man, this shit gonna be huge. I'm telling you, once Trump's new Federal Reserve Chairman comes in, Jerome Powell's kicked out, we can have interest rate cuts. We can have more repos in the banking system. And motherfucker can bring in more T-bills, keep the banks liquid, keep lending going, and lower these damn interest rates. A lot of y'all that got variable mortgage rates has been eating up since 2022 when they raised interest rates. Now y'all can take that 5-6% interest, and hopefully next 24 months it goes to 2.5, 2.53. So I think it's when they say the Coinbase guy is up there. Sometimes people think it's like some Illuminati shit or some inside shit. I mean, the reality is, when people present themselves as specialists in a certain field while they're building a company, it gets to a certain magnitude of attention when it comes to media. A lot of times the government, just falls suit. They recognize an American-based company, that's really taking charge in the industry. So it's like, why not partner with them as they grow? We have an understanding of what's going on in that field, and we have to attend to the government. And it can be used as national security. RJ is right. Thanks. It can be used as national security.
Actually, payment. Certain places are already actually taking crypto payment from you.
Yeah, the shit will just accelerate. The more once tokenization comes into play with the SEC chairman around September, October, and that's when we're going to see 2027. That's where a lot of ads and campaigns of tokenizing all your shit, or your financial advisor, or anybody that's involved in finance, alternative finance, because that's what they're going to put it in the category. So,
the amount of goods and shit with your crypto wallet. You have a card or on your phone and tap that shit and it may accept it. But you can put your crypto in a fight. That shit that's gangster. Because some of the little bullshit crypto coins you can use that to pay for shit.
It's like E-Trade, BitPay, those are good ones because they send you a card that you can, and they have a lot of
Hey, niggas take that shit. I was like, man, that's not. I was trying to get rid of these damn coins anyways.
heard about that lady, well, I think it was a lady or a man. I want to say it was a man, but however they did, and they got up to him, kidnapped him, went into his safe, cut his finger off, got into crypto wallet with his finger.
Yeah, they would have cut my finger. You can have that shit. They got shit. But no, bro, you can go and have it back. Shit. That's why them little crypto rings and shit. I said, man, people gonna get their fingers cut off. The little wallet rings, you can do transactions. I don't want that.
And we got some mad, it looks like Iran's in the room.
What do you mean mad Iranians?
Talking crazy to us.
And Rambo, your TV's on roll out, bro.
And the American terrorist regime attack.
That's me.
It says the American terrorist regime attacked girls' school and massacred 185 innocent females. Why are you and the American people letting your taxpayer pay for your crime? What is that?
No, dude, we got a video.
Trump said it wasn't dumb. This is what
I got
Go on stage.
I got the video for everybody to react to. Let's see if that is or that's not the same shit that we're talking about. There were two schools that got bombed, by the way. One that had more clearer reactions from the kids. Sad, super sad.
Was their school so close to that damn base?
Well, I want to get the chat.
Question is, why is there schools?
Damn base. Why would you send your kids to this school that damn base?
Now, let's react to the video that in the chat so we can pretty much argue what we can see. I know Iranians think Americans is full of shit. The ones that's for it and against it, I know they think we full of shit. I know they think we full of shit. we like spoiled children. We most definitely like spoiled children of the world. So I put the video in the chat.
Oh, and FYI, America is starving Cuba. Y'all don't care for that.
Well, that's because they're forcing Cuba to come back to the fold, so that's designed.
Well, I mean, you're lucky they never were in the fold to begin with, right? Because
Well,
if
back
they
in the
were,
50s, they were.
well, because if they were, people like Assad or Shakur would have been,
Well, Obama was the one that raised the bounty up of Assad Shakur in 2012.
but they've always been a bounty.
He raised the bounty. And he raised the bounty.
Yeah, my point is they've always been a bounty.
Hey, Lonzo, you anti-dog?
He sure is.
Wait, what?
Or you anti-dog?
I'm anti-fuck shit.
He pro jihad.
I mean, that's a serious question. I give you perspective if you feel like it's fuck shit, but at the end of the day, it's a country, right? It's a disaster.
Yeah, but it's not a country full of fuck shit, right? There's fuck shit that happens. There's fuck shit leaders, right, that happen from time to time. But the whole country isn't full of fuck shit.
Okay, so you love America.
I love the positive. Yeah, somebody got a loud background. Who's that? Yeah. So to answer your question, I mean, I think part of being the best American is pushing our country to be the best example of themselves and criticizing our country when
I don't know, but you're right.
That's right. All right, so Gago is clearly drunk, so he's on stage.
So I let me refresh the app. There go Erica. Now I see her. I can't tell who the fuck it is. But man, y'all, Cuba, they is out there banging pop into the fucking dark on the street.
Yeah, I don't want them on the center flag.
Hey, could y'all remove Gago? He's a troll. He's a troll. His name is Gago. He's at the end of the stage. Thanks, y'all.
I think Lonzo think you run the stage or something.
No, I'm just trying to help out. It's a good conversation.
Like y'all got butlers and shit. Get my nigga up here. Yeah, can you move that nigga over there? Can you do this? Can you do
Another
that?
arrogant ass Haitian.
That's love. That's what love do. You know what I mean? Shout out to the mods.
Come on, let's stop playing. I see that video. I was like, this is fucked up. So now they're gonna have another excuse to go and take over another country. Oh, they got the people sitting in the dark. We need to go out there and liberate them. We gotta go save them, y'all.
Well, all this is the corner of China. Like most of the shit that we're gonna see from Chile, Colombia, Cuba, and also Uruguay. More Uruguay. Well, that means that they're coming to the fold.
Yeah, they didn't make a deal. And to be honest, the Cuban people have been living crazy bad for a long time. And there's a lot of black Cubans and stuff like that who really don't have the economic freedom to make anything, popular over there. Yeah, and people forget, before we put the embargo on Cuba, Cuba was a vacation destination.
It was Las Vegas to the Atlantic.
Yeah, U.S. soldiers raping the Cuban women. They were fucking them over. It's my tactics.
Nigga, don't fuck with Haitians, so I don't know why.
That's not true, bro.
Oh, you fucking cat.
That's not Cubans. Right, so these are different countries. These are different
White
countries, bro.
Cubans, right? Let these people
They
have
both freedom, call you a cat eater.
economic freedom that they deserve. Like, let these people be free and be able to, things happen back then, but they do need freedom. They need freedom.
Sean, you can't go back to the hood. All right, so real quick,
Nigga, who you cut?
No, I got you. Look, man,
Nah. Who you cutting?
At the end, we believe in humanity, right? I'm gonna starve these people to death.
Correct.
Why what do you call that? Like the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor is because it was like a chokehold for gas. That was the reason why they did it, right? So they felt like they were starving out, and so they said, "Fuck it, if we're gonna die anyway, let's go in the blaze of glory." And this is why that happened, But the Cubans don't have the necessarily means to do the same type of thing. And I have people like Lindsey Graham and Donald Trump saying that Cuba is next. They're about to quote unquote liberate them. People like Lindsey Graham is saying things like we're about to bomb Iran like they've never seen before in 2 or 3 weeks. If they drop a nuclear bomb on these people, for the people that are like pro, wait, what?
No need for a nuclear bomb.
No, but I'm saying the way
This guy's an idiot.
wait, who? This is literally what Lindsey Graham said this morning. What are you talking about?
But not nuclear bombs.
So you're gonna drop a nuclear bomb and you think
Bro, you gotta like,
Yeah,
no, Lonzo, like, your
hold on.
clearly your algorithm supports your thoughts.
No, wait. My algorithm is literally talking about things that happen by politicians. What do you mean? Lindsey Graham is a politician, right? So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that statement? What I just made?
But the executive is moving beyond based off of what is the
now
concept.
Lindsey Graham is a
So again, if
Like,
you
I don't
believe
give a
in
fuck what the
freedom,
fact that Lindsey Graham got to say.
yeah, but he's still your politician.
I
He
didn't
still
vote
has
for him.
power for you.
I didn't vote for him.
He still has power.
Like I said, bro,
Whether you voted him in or not,
nuclear
he still has power.
weapons is not going to be used in this situation. Even
Oh, I hope not.
even though that they should have let off with one, it's not going to lead on.
I'll rest my case.
It's not.
What is it, right? When you in 40 acres, you believe in expansion. When you in Miracles, you believe in something different.
Like, what we talking about? Like, we talk about a difference in opinion. How, bro?
You
I'm
just
all
said
for,
that you
bro. I just got on somebody's ass
expansion.
I just got on a whole stage from running around talking about if they got called for a war, they wouldn't fight. So I'm like, well, why the fuck if you
That's my point,
wouldn't
though,
fight?
bro. You changed your
Bro, I'm a
submission to
veteran.
my room.
Bro, I'm a veteran. The fuck is
What
you
does that
talking
mean?
about?
What does that mean?
How can I not? If I put my life on the line, but I'm saying, bro,
So you
I can't be, bro. I can't be a. First of all, I understand as an American, I have certain freedoms,
Get off my
right? I have certain freedoms as an American when I wake up every day, and I can't say that I don't enjoy them freedoms, right? And if something goes left, I fight for those freedoms and those rights. Like, what the fuck?
If you put hashtag send Barron, you'll see a whole bunch of shit, right? Donald Trump has even said things like clap back and say he's too tall for the military.
Man, we talking about this shit, bro.
Hold on. What the fuck? Okay, so basically, fuck RJ then? You saying?
Nah.
He just made a
Yeah,
statement. So I'm responding to him.
See how you use
He's a punk, bro. He's a punk, man.
Why you calling him
He's
that?
a punk. No, he's a punk, man. Because look, if you're gonna different, right? So I'm saying, if I'm speaking to my hey, stop.
There's some strong women in this room.
Hey, stop. I mean, I want to call him something different. I want to call him something. I'm being nice. Nah, I got you. All right. So he wants to act. You want to act like not a man, right? So let's just keep it at that, right? So I'm treat him like not a man. You know what I'm talking about. Look, at the end of the day, back to RJ. All right, I'm not even talking to you, bro. Stop talking. Stop talking to me. I was talking to my
I'm
brother.
focusing on the ball game, bro. Y'all can have it.
All right, so fuck RJ. Fuck RJ too. Go ahead. Fuck both.
Yeah, fuck me too. That's a fact.
You better get your ass whipped.
Well, you can't do it. You can't do it.
So what?
Sean,
You're an
Sean,
expat.
you can't do it though.
Lonzo, when you gonna meet up, man?
Bro, look, I'm in Philly. What's up?
Hey, Lonzo, real talk though, bro. I never came at you sideways.
Nah, you still my brother
from the long, you know.
No, you still, you know that. Sean is acting like a B right now, so you know.
But since we going there, you know, I gotta do that has proven that you ducked the fade in real life.
Never.
Going there.
No.
It's none of my business. I stay out there. But now since it's finally
Get in there.
you ducking
Oh.
fade. Ducking fade.
No. No. I'm gonna say brother. No. No. Hey Sean, I'm in Philly, man. No, we got me a cup of coffee.
Okay, so you saying we get set up to fade?
Or pre-book the fade. You'll be pre-booked.
Hey, listen, man. Look, we could pre-book. Hey, we could pre-book this, cup of coffee any day.
But
Right. A cup of coffee. So I mean, just let me know, bro. It's 10 stacks, bro. It's 10 stacks on his face.
West Philly, North Philly.
10 stacks on his face.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay. All right, bet. That's how we gonna play. All right, so
I don't know who that is, bro. Look,
hey,
RJ, look. A lot of people know me. I don't know a lot of people.
Okay. So you never had an actual one-on-one altercation with him, messages and all.
I don't even know who that is, bro.
Gotcha.
See what I did there?
You just proved you was full of shit. So
nah, bro.
I'm supposed to do that.
Nah.
Niggas is some big. So oops, I almost said it. Y'all some suckers, man.
Niggas be suckers, bro. Like, simply waiting
I just respect.
Y'all almost got me.
It's like random disrespect, like for no reason. Like ain't nobody disrespecting him. He just feel like talking tough, but at the same time he doesn't fades. So it's like you a character because you feel it when you stand on what you talking.
Hey RJ, you want a cup of coffee too, bro?
Nah, y'all drinking coffee. Y'all some latte ass niggas, man.
Hey, Toto. Hey, Toto. I know lattes cost more than coffee. You want some of that?
I like mine with cream in it.
Whatever. Pull up.
You gonna put cream in it?
That's the Hey, I just want all y'all hear this shit, man. Born in this total bowl, so I don't know how to call it, you know? Yeah, I don't even know what that means, but you know, I'm a ton. I don't know what that means, so you know.
I'll say that to whoever I want to. That's how I like it.
I bet you do, brother. I bet you do,
bro. Just getting back. I'm sure that it sounds like Toto already jumped into some gay shit as normal. Haitians don't normally play that stuff, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm opt out of that one. Yeah, that's cat. I treat each other booty like griot, nigga.
No. That's not a Haitian thing, brother.
Oh man.
You know, we do the hours back home.
All day long, listening about RXP and all this. Y'all brothers, I tell you, y'all brothers is.
What's that?
Y'all is in Fantasy Island.
That's all that cream we gonna get, you know what I mean?
You've been through Nebraska, you on cream all of a sudden.
That's all that cream.
What, California, Florida, you went to Nebraska, and you said, I want some cream.
Hey, Toto, for you, good brother, man. He needs a little scramble right now, man.
Cash rule everything. Cream, get the money.
Hey, when you say foolish.
I said, don't need a little food. Yeah, she put some food in it.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Look, I was waiting for y'all, you know what I mean?
And what's the problem?
That's that Sean
What's
shit.
the problem?
I love mine. Milk and cookies.
Hey, Sean, just because you a fan, man, don't mean nothing, you know what I mean?
Shit.
It's the internet, I'm smarter than that.
Cash rule, nigga. But anyways, let's get back onto the real conversation, man. Instead of the
Fantasy. That ain't like that damn fantasy. What the hell?
you can never bother me about my sexuality.
Right, let's talk about crypto. He talk about them women in Nebraska, he's saying. They want some cream.
That boy talking about them lot lizards, you know what I mean?
He stopped in Nebraska and that damn truck stop.
Nebraska,
And
man.
so, people have one too many lot lizards.
Yeah, in Nebraska, the truck stop.
No, but I'm gonna be honest with you on the other stuff. I'm really a little bit disappointed in Trump. I ain't mad at him, but I'm mad at him.
Oh, shit. That's the first time.
I'm mad at him because I
Benjamin Netanyahu, I've been saying it over a couple of days. I feel like he kind of punked out a little bit, and I can tell in his demeanor and his answers to his questions, he ain't really happy about this whole thing. I think they done drug him into some stuff that he really didn't want to do. He had other plans.
Oh, Papa Trump let you down. He gave you a spanking.
Oh shit.
Man, that is funny as hell, nigga. I'm happy to the motherfucker. I don't know what totem pole talking about.
He don't know what he's talking about.
And I'm disappointed in D. Trump because he should have stood his ground up against Benjamin. I don't care what they told him. Benjamin shouldn't have been able to get him to in like
Nigga, this is just the undercard. China's next too.
Wait,
Wait, you that was Sean.
Yeah, I know it was Sean.
People are crashing out.
We can do a laser beam.
I think it'll come up.
They got lasers too, bro.
I'll give you $100.
Satellite race.
Oh, my God. That's what
Nigga, China gave these niggas all the technology that they can't. You ain't no real man. Play your country.
Shut up. Listen, they say,
Europe somewhere. Nigga, white wanted to port your ass.
Hey, breaking news. Two Jewish men just tried to bomb Mamdani's house a couple hours.
Yesterday. You late. That was yesterday.
Oh shit. All right. And that's a couple hours ago late post.
That's an algorithm of yours, I'll tell you about.
Yeah, but it happened.
I wonder how they presented it to you.
It happened.
How did they present it to you?
Two Jewish men.
Hold up. Jake Lang. Y'all know who Jake Lang is?
Yes, sir.
There with 20 of his peoples protesting, but the I guess whoever's there, the liberal party, they brought 120 motherfuckers. Okay, it was 120 of them, and they threw a bomb at their ass. And Jake Lang and his crew threw 2 bombs at their ass, and 6 people got arrested. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake Lang is he's a Jewish man that cosplays as a Christian nationalist.
Yep.
And he tried to go to like places like what's that spot in Detroit? To where
He went to Minnesota.
he probably Musafa, bro.
Man, y'all niggas killing with this side shit.
It's a real thing, bro. People talk about the CIA.
Jews fund everything, nigga. When
What
we
does that
said
mean? What does that mean?
when we said that the Jewish runs the world, that was conspiracy theorists. You act just like how white people.
Who's
say,
we?
oh,
Who's we?
You.
Wait, what?
The same thought, the same liberals that you actually listen to are the same Jews that's running all this shit.
What are you talking about, bro?
Like I said,
You said about Mossad.
Mossad runs everything, nigga. From technology to defense to healthcare to medical. So I know ain't nobody really read the files for real. Like I said, Lonzo, you are paid by Jewish liberals, fool.
Wait, what?
You believe in liberal bullshit. You're bought and paid by liberal Jews. Hollywood gay faggot.
Democrat, Republican, I don't give a. So, what do you
But Israel
talking
still
about?
wins, fool.
That's a good point.
Israel still wins
We don't give a
regardless
fuck
who's in the
about
White
either
House.
one of those parties. Sean trying to box you into their slave master plantation
Nigga,
shit.
shut up.
Trying to make it seem like you a part of the party. And you ain't never even voted in your fucking life. Like me, I ain't never voted for that stupid ass shit. Like Sean. Goofy.
But Lonzo votes, so.
Got him.
I'm telling you, niggas not bright.
Bro, my point though is,
Not right.
my point though is, right? When people say liberal, when people say conservative, right? that's
They're both
supposed to
bought by
like,
Jews.
yeah, but that's supposed to like what make me upset. I don't give a
No.
fuck about that. So when you say that, like, I don't give a fuck about that. That's what I'm saying.
If it didn't make you upset, then why we pontificate?
No, I'm telling you so that way you don't do that dumb shit again. But it's you, so you're gonna do it.
But it's bought by fucking Jews. What the fuck you niggas don't understand?
All right.
Anything that's from
Next
anything
statement.
that's
What's your next statement?
anything that's TV cosigns has been green light.
I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit outside of the lines on Sean. He made a great point because people do flip out. People do flip out about, who watches fucking TV? Hold on, bro. And then they turn on MSNBC and watch it all day and regurgitate their talking points. I'm like, this shit is kind of hilarious.
What by Jews?
Yeah, so actually, MSNBC. Actually, for me,
Google search the CEOs.
I prefer watching like more social media than just like the regular big.
If my news comes from overseas, from Chinatown, or from somewhere over,
Bought by Jews.
some overseas, some other Asian countries,
Paid by more Jews.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I watch Chinese news.
No one like Rothschild just running this bitch laughing.
All right, Sean, you're not saying anything at this point, right? What's your argument?
My argument is most of the shit that we're seeing.
Your argument is Jews.
By Jews.
Okay. What's next?
Sits down and watch C-SPAN.
Okay, so basically you're saying Jews. What's next?
Well, you can't
Who watch
misogyny.
C-SPAN?
Yeah, but
Dude, bro. You know, all one that watches
It sound like y'all got an issue with Israel. But
listen.
Israel.
Listen, my point though is, right, if I say the CIA, if I say the MI6, if I say Mossad, these are like agencies, right, that are like intelligence agencies, right? So I'm saying,
Of course.
right, so if you think your answer or you want an argument because you said Jews, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, because most of the shit that's financed that we see is literally coming from the top.
All right, so we might as well close the room now, right? Because you're saying the answer is Jews.
So stop with all this.
Is that what you're saying?
Bullshit. Like, stop doing this pretentious.
Bro, you're not saying anything, though. You're not saying anything. In your mind, you probably think you're cooking right now. You said Jews.
I never said I was
told he done went to the top and he don't know how to go up no
say this shit in outside conversations that Jews run hip hop, run the media, Jews that run this, run that. I'm just pointing it out. If we're talking about Mossad, nigga, most of the shit that we see on entertainment has been literally greenlit by the CIA, nigga. Why the fuck you think we have the most controlled arguments where we're both arguing about the same shit and literally two parties, one way, two ideologies, one way, all this shit with one burger party, nigga.
Okay, so
And
you're
all
just
this
drunk.
shit,
I got you. That makes sense. You're either
all
drunk
this
or
shit
high.
overlaps.
What you been smoking today?
All this shit has overlaps. Lonzo,
Hey, niggas.
I'm honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. What's up, Red? What's happening, Red?
I came back to talk about the motherfucking topic. I was just
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really have as much of a problem with the Jews as you have, Sean. I used to hit this
I don't have a problem with Jews.
female,
I wish
and
niggas
she
would stop listening to
hooked me
Jews
up.
and stop acting like against Jews when they listen to Jews. I don't have no problem.
It came to business. She hooked me up. And so, like I said, I really don't have that much of an issue with them. They're good for business. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Have you ever hit one? They're good for business.
I've never had issues with Jews, but I hate how niggas act like they're anti-Jewish while still listening to Jewish content.
Nobody's saying they're anti-Jewish, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, are you having a different conversation than we are?
I'm saying that.
Who's that, Red?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
95%.
I had one. When I was hitting it, she started speaking Yiddish and shit.
Be like, cause you don't get no shit. You saw that line. You had a cat sandwich.
Hey, Steph, you see what you started, Steph?
She was
So what y'all talking about? Y'all got 95% the Jewish community, and 95% of them is Zionist Jews, and 5% is Jews.
Man, everybody don't got no damn Jewish community.
So which one y'all talking about? Y'all talking about the fake Jews, the Zionists?
We talking about, let me tell you something. We talking about the Marlansky Jews.
Marlansky, nigga.
We talking about them Jews.
The the motherfucker that knows out, right? You got because both of them deal in finance, right? But you have the cult side of them that do all of the child sacrificial shit, all of the drinking blood, eating, babies and all that shit, right? Then you got then you got the other side of like where I say the Maya Lansky Jews and the Bugsy Siegel Jews, where